The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City.
Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Ford Field. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Come on. Hey.
Richardson off the play fake.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
He'll buy some time right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Part of the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay, because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, this defense for the Lions very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man
man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Buffalo 18. Rig. Ready.
Richardson to throw off play action. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Hey, Crash. Dragon 60.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Okay,
Now
ready?
a second and 10.
19 tight.
They go play action with Richardson.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Christian Watson.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Ready up. Rig alert. 7 Pirates.
Off play action. Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Christian Watson
with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
60 Eagles!
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we broadcast.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
Breaks through the contact. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he'll get nothing out of that one.
And now they'll throw with Allen. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a two-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's caught. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
10 to 11, 10 to 11.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
70 Rangers. Warriors 70, Bronco 80.
Richardson looking to throw this. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
19 Lions.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Buffalo 18.
Here's Richardson to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second down and 8. Now Allen. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Toss right side to Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Allen. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And this is going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high.
He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Richardson looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Come on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Go.
Quick throw completed by Richardson.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Red 79 Broncos. 65 check. 65 check. Check it. Ready, ready?
Richardson out of the shotgun.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Panther 60.
And Richardson completes a quick one out wide.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Christian Watson
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
and the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Allen going to change this at the line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Here we go. 18 Cardinals.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So no gain on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. It looks like they'll move things around here.
And the Vikings first down.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and
Here's Pacheco.
35-yard line.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
At the 60, at the 60. Let's go.
And they'll run with Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Rolling to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now it's Richardson.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Chris Watkins there to make the grab. And the Lions extend their lead yet again. Sly on for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Now a run with Pacheco.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown! Chris Watkins with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Lions get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now they try with Pacheco.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look,
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Allen now on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Isaiah Pacheco
With career touchdown number 60.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Quez Watkins
from 17 yards out.
And the Lions continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Richardson to throw off play action.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Dalton Kincaid,
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
and the Lions have got it on cruise control. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 19 Lions. Mustang 19. Ready?
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He's got Cook running his slam.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Here we go. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Hut, hut.
Now Richardson back to throw it.
Flushed out right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Slide for the PAT.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Vikings 18.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They need 2. Here's third down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Looking for an opening, not much there, and he'll get it to the 39.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, real